When it rains, I think of you. When it's cold and dark outside, I think of you. We lived a life of love for a lifetime. I can't go back to sitting on the sideline. Can't help myself but think of you. We had a summer of love. We couldn't get enough of each other. When we said goodbye in September, will you remember? Will you remember me? We had a summer of love. We couldn't get enough of each other. When we said goodbye in September, will you remember? Will you remember me? Will you remember me? Will you remember me? We couldn't get We had a summer of love. We couldn't get enough of each other. When we said goodbye in September, will you remember? Will you remember me? We had a summer of love. We couldn't get enough of each other. When we said goodbye in September, will you remember? Will you remember me? When I sleep, I'll think of you. When I'm losing all direction, I'll think